been here. Let's celebrate them with your glass up. Now get your ass up, party like this the last one. If you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. This show about to be epic. Come on, if you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. This show about to be epic. Come on, if you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. This show about to be epic. Come on, if you wanna ride, come through, get lit with me tonight. Come through, don't know what you were expecting. This show about to be epic. Come on, everybody here live on the gram. Everybody here live on the gram. Everybody getting drunk up on it, having fun up on it like a Mary Jane. Rolling up, take a puff, this stuff got your boy like you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Live from Next Sound Studio, our weekly show that connects independent music artists with their fans through their lyrics with our director, Will B. Walker, and his director's cut. I'm your host, Chantel Nicole, and I am excited to be navigating tonight's musical journey. With no further ado, let's welcome to the stage tonight's featured artist, Eric B. Turner. For over a decade, he has left audiences from the USA to Europe captivated by his musical expression and interpretation. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches, this giant of a man in stature and performance is guaranteed to get your feet moving, hands clapping, heart pumping, and souls ignited. During his high-energy performances, you will notice how he uses his fancy footwork to glide you across the stage with such ease reminiscent of the late James Brown. The same can be said about the way he presents a song. Turner's voice is powerful and full of energy, yet it holds such softness, such tenderness, such refinement that can be accredited to his vocal training, gospel music background, and experience. Turner, who is the former lead voice in the world-famous Rock and Roll Hall of Fame group, The Drifters, has shared the stage training under some of the music's greatest legends such as Aretha Franklin, Chaka Khan, Mariah Carey, Demi Lovato, Anthony Hamilton, and India Arie. Eric is set to return to the Broadway stage in a new musical, Rock and Roll Man, The Life of Alan Freed, playing the role of music legend Bo Diddley, and one of his greatest moments was performing at the 2009 inaugural ball of former United States President Barack Obama. On April 16, 2021, Turner released the blues hit Ain't No Good, charting at number 1 on the USA Blues charts for 3 consecutive weeks. Simultaneously, his introductory song to blues Americana, Holding On, released in June 2020, could not have been released at a more appropriate time. Holding On addresses inequality, injustice, racism, poverty, and a plea for social reform and positive change. Holding On is an intentional song with purpose that revolves around the idea that one day we will see change in the rights of all races, all genders, all orientation, and all of humanity, and have a peaceful world if we just keep holding on. This is his latest single to become the anthem for peace and freedom and human rights. We are so lucky to have him perform it here, but later, here he gets to talk to our director about the lyrics of tonight's first performance, It Ain't Easy.
Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. I'm Will B. Walker. I'm sitting with Eric B. Turner. He's the man of the hour. Super vocal sensation, performer, everything. So let's jump right into it. And I know you've had several different paths, career, music, all leading up until now. So let's just talk a little bit about how those paths have helped to mold you and shape you and to get you to where you are now.
Absolutely. I am many things. That's the way I like to say it. And all of those things have culminated together for me to be one that inspires people through the genre of blues. And it literally is the road that I did not choose in regards to this pathway that got me here, but I'm grateful for it. I'm truly grateful and inspired by it.
Yeah, I know you do some traveling, and I know you love Italy.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about your experience teaching overseas and your craft and what you do overseas.
Sure. So literally the bulk of my fan base right now, the majority is over in Europe. And ciao tutti for all that watch from Italy. But I usually do about 5 or 6 countries when I'm doing my European tour, and Italy is always my home base and where I hope to move one day. But literally, I travel around each country between Italy, France, UK, Spain, Austria, Denmark, sometimes Germany, and other places. But I will travel around doing workshops and master classes, and I will always make those participants a part of my show that evening. And I've definitely encountered some great singers over in Europe and have had the opportunity to pour into them as they continuously pour into me.
As well as over there, as well as in the United States. So let's talk about a little bit about your relationships and connections with some of these great legends
Yes.
that you have come across.
Absolutely. I consider myself to be very blessed, very fortunate. There's not too many singers or artists who have studied under the teachers that I've studied under. And so I would venture out to say that I'm one in a million when, where that comes. So I've studied under, worked with, sang background for Miss Aretha Franklin, Miss Shaka Khan, Anthony Hamilton, India Arie, just to name a few, Demi Lovato. And I've had the opportunity to work with these artists and learn from them and glean from them on what to do and what not to do. And I've literally watched them, shine, and I've seen some of them fall. And along the way, I've made mental notes and have said, okay, you don't need to do that one, but maybe this over here is for you. You just never know until you put yourself out there and actually do it. But I'm grateful for those teachers. I'm grateful for the encouragement that they have given me throughout my tenure being here in New York, and looking forward, outside of Miss Franklin, who's passed along, I'm looking forward to getting their response to my music once fully released.
Well, speaking of that, let's get into some of the music that you performed
Okay.
here live Next Sound Studio, starting with the
Yes.
#1 blues hit, Ain't No Good.
Ain't no good.
Ain't No Good. Let's talk about that a little bit, and then
Okay.
we're going to go into It Ain't Easy.
Okay, so Ain't No Good, literally, I needed to find that one song that encourages people to really think about their choices, their decisions. In another portion of my life, I do counseling and I do therapy, and I constantly question not only them but even myself. Like, why do you keep going down this path when you know it's not good for you? But to wrap that nicely into a back in the woods juke joint, song where people can pat their feet, nod their head, it literally allows the pill to go down a little bit easier. Because it's a hard pill to swallow, that we make choices that are necessarily not good for us. But I was grateful when it hit #1 on the blues charts of the U.S.
And in addition, we got to hear you perform It Ain't Easy, which is not released yet, but you're about to you're in for a treat. Let's talk a little bit about that and what it's like to walk in your shoes. What is it
It's
like?
not easy. Listen, days I question, like, what are you doing? No, but it's not easy. And for any artist that will ever speak their truth and speak in authenticity, they will tell you that it is not easy to find your lane and to hone in on it when you're dealing with such a world that really wants to photocopy you into falling into line with this person or that person. For years, people said, like, oh my God, you could be the next Luther, or you could be the next Will Downing. Well, the world has already had a Luther. The world has already had a Will Downing. What about Eric B. Turner? I can do him. He's absolutely available right now. But it's not easy, to walk in my shoes of who I am as an individual, of what it is that I do. And I'm clear to this one thing: whatever room I'm in, I'm the only one that can do what I can do. I'm the only one that can do what I can do. Others may be able to sing, others may be able to perform, others may be able to act, what have you, but I am the only one. You are the only one that can do what you do. And so it's not easy to walk in my shoes, but it is doable within each individual's life and their truth and their purpose to walk in their own shoes. So that's what It Ain't Easy is really encouraging.
Well, you heard him talk about it. Now you get to see him perform it.
Yeah.
After this commercial break, we'll be right back with Eric B. Turner, and It Ain't Easy.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I made y'all think this was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made y'all think this all started 2 years ago and not in the Bronx. Maybe I made y'all think every bar written was a hit, that my skills didn't come from hard work, frustration, letdowns, and dedication. Maybe it's my fault they never saw me get pushed to the side, ignored, or even buy my own tickets to give out for free. Maybe I made y'all think rapping was something I decided to do and not something I was born with. Maybe I thought I never tried enough.
Or maybe it's time to remind y'all where I'm from.
Created to shine. He's a soul survivor. The rise of the underdog. He rules undefeated now. Singing a soldier song. The pain is not deleted. Underdog.
Hi, I'm Chantel Nicole, host of Live from Next Sound Studio. See America's top indie music artists perform live and hear the story behind their lyrics. Tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. EST on the YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio NYC, and I'll see you there.
Come on. Put those hands together. Talking about the hardships of life. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Easy to say what I would do if I only had all the money just the same as you. The scream for you is real for me. It's hard out here, you gotta see. You can find it here, find it there, but you gotta know it ain't easy to walk in my shoes, do what I do. You can't lose. It ain't easy to walk in my shoes, do what I do. You can't lose. Listen, reality TV. This shitty society will make you wanna be everything that you see. Something you are not. You broke facing you ain't got. It don't have to always be this way, but the price you gotta pay, it ain't easy. Walk in my shoes, do what I do. You can't lose. It ain't easy. Walk in my shoes, do what I do. You can't lose. Hey, come on now. It's time to get up. Time to wake up. Time to rise up. You've been down too long. Depressed about it too long. Come on. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It ain't easy to walk in my shoes, do what I do. You can't lose. It ain't easy, yeah. Walk in my shoes, do what I do. You can't lose. Come on, one more time. Come on now. It's time to take our families back. Take our dreams back. Take our community back. Your time. Your season. Come on. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Come on, yeah. I see you over there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It ain't easy to walk in my shoes, do what I do. You can't lose. It ain't easy to walk in my shoes, do what I do. You can't lose.
Yes, let's give it up for Eric B. Turner once again for that awesome performance and his incredible voice. And while we're at it, let's give it up for Next Sound Studio and the UBC TV network for providing this awesome platform. And if you're an indie music artist interested in showcasing your talent right here on Live from Next Sound Studio stage, be sure to scan the QR code below and select artist submission. Also, don't forget to add your music links in the message box to finalize that submission. Now, let's get back to Will and Eric as they discuss his next performance, Holding On.
And another song that you performed here live Next Sound Studio was Holding On. Yes. And you start the song with such powerful and meaningful words with what happened to the day when we used to have less and we love more.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about what that means in a whole to you, as well as into the meaning of the whole song.
Sure. Now, I am not of the generation, be very clear, as I just celebrate my 28th birthday, and that's all I want to say on that subject. But I'm not a part of that generation where my mother, would be able to speak freely on just the way even those that you would consider neighbors were really family. But I caught the tail end, at least, where we lived in a community and everyone really watched out for each other. And I really wanted to find the modern day, or write the modern day of Sam Cooke's song, Change is Gonna Come. And that was really the desire to reach this generation of today with a song that truly was thought-provoking. And so, as you said with the lyrics, what happened to the day when we had less, but we loved more? If one had, we all had. Here it is. If one needed, they just asked. And just to add the hope, we can live those good times again. What you see right now in our society, in our land, in our news, it's not the end. But baby, I need you to know, it's not the end of the road. And the song was released. It was what we call the perfect storm. Three major things were happening. Number one, my father passed away. Number two, we were in the midst of the pandemic. And then we had the whole riots to uprise, and with George Floyd. And my producer said to me, hey, we need to put this song out there because people were in need of a song of hope. People were needing something to hold on to. And so shout out to Sam Trax of Forever 97 and for that vision of actually putting this song out, this song of hope. And it's truly, have witnessed firsthand people burst into tears just hearing this song. It will mean different things to different people, but my prayer, my hope is that it would find you right where you are and would speak to you in your situation. Holding on.
Well, here he is performing it right here, live Next Sound Studio, Eric B. Turner, Holding On, after this commercial break.
Times forever, it's just dreams, but there's no love lost for me. There's no love lost for me. You and me, we had tension, the kind of make you want attention. That could progress into something I shouldn't mention. Avoided infidelity, but you voiced that I had keys without words. Combination was heavenly. Wouldn't have lasted if you insisted. I'd be lying if I told you I'm uninterested. One time I came close, but I resisted. Didn't hit and wreck your home, so I missed it. But only by your hair, let's be fair. Music was our love.
discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
Are you looking for real opinions, informed reviews, and deep knowledge about every facet of the music industry? Well, look no further than CCTV, the non-stop pop show.
That's right. Join me, Chantel, Nicole, and Chris, your music industry insiders with years of experience from all across the music industry.
Yes, here on CCTV, we review and deep dive into your favorite artists, songs, and careers.
But that's not all. We also interview music industry professionals, including artists, producers, choreographers, and everything in between.
So don't miss out. Come along for the ride and join the non-stop pop party.
Subscribe now on your favorite podcast platform and YouTube, and tune into our latest episode. Due discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized. Hi, I'm Chantel Nicole, host of Live from Next Sound Studio. See America's top indie music artists perform live and hear the story behind their lyrics. Tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. EST on the YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio NYC, and I'll see you there.
What happened to the days when we had less, but we loved more? If one had, we all had. If one needed, they just asked. We can live those good times again. What you see right now is not our end, no. Baby, I need you to know it's not the end of the road. I want you to know change is gonna come. Do you believe it? Change is gonna come. It won't be long. Hey, you gotta keep holding on. Hey, oh, yeah. Is that all right? What happened to the day when everything was all about love? We were friends before lovers. In marriage, it was the end. Oh, people, we can live those good times again. What you see right now is not your end. No, 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 no. Baby, I need you to know it's not the end of the road. I want you to know change is gonna come. Do you believe that? The change is a change is gonna come. Do you believe it? Can you receive it? But you gotta keep on and on.
I'm trying to hold it. Another awesome performance from Mr. Eric B. Turner. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. It is truly a plea for social reform and positive change, and I am grateful to share this platform with him. If you enjoy what you have heard from him so far, be sure to stream all of his songs, which are available on all music streaming platforms. And if you enjoyed us tonight, be sure to tune into our show next week as we bring you another talented music artist and catch up on previous episodes on the UBC TV network and YouTube channel Next Sound Studio NYC. Let's take it back to Will once more as he and Eric discuss tonight's closing song, Wrong Kind of Fish. It was my pleasure hosting tonight's show, and I will see you again next week.
Also, you performed Wrong Kind of Fish right here live Next Sound Studio. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
We talk about Captain D's, Long John Silver. Was it some little, little neighbors, tilapia?
Listen, Wrong Kind of Fish is definitely one of my favorite songs on this album or project. Wrong Kind of Fish really, I always allow the audience to pull out of it what they want to pull out of it and for it to symbolize whatever they want it to symbolize. It really was written with that in mind. With that being said, people's mind will automatically gravitate into certain areas. But Wrong Kind of Fish is, again, talking about the choices that we make. Wherever you are in life, I said wherever you are in life, wherever you are, it is literally based on the choices you make or the choices you fail to make. The decisions you make are the decisions you fail to make. And even though many of us go into situations with our eyes wide open, we knew we were going to do it, everybody told us not to, we went to it anyway, we still end up going through these storms, we end up going through these situations. And, literally Wrong Kind of Fish is giving, again, that example, as in other songs that I've created, that I've written, that, listen, the reason I can sing the blues is because I've been down those paths. I've made those choices. Don't follow behind me.
You bit the donut.
Listen.
And knew it was sweet.
And it just,
you ate the fish.
Totally jacked my own self up. And where, most people that hear Wrong Kind of Fish will automatically go into laughter, there really is a serious message behind it that I hope your audience will.
Well, like you said earlier, it's easier to swallow that pill with a little laughter.
Absolutely, absolutely. You wrap some laughter around it, they'll get it one day. Like, dang, this is what he was talking about. So,
well, here he is again performing right here live Next Sound Studio. Be sure to be checking out all of his music that's available on all music streaming platforms, and be sure to be liking, sharing, and subscribing to live from Next Sound Studio, Next Sound Studio NYC on all social media platforms. We'll be back with Eric B. Turner and Wrong Kind of Fish.
Got too drunk and forgot how to black out. I don't think I'll ever. Had to run it up. Fuck is you running from? Came from nothing. Said we amount to nothing. No, the life ain't easy. I'll take that risk. I'm dedicated. Time wait for no one. I put my own up. That weight been making me strong. It's gonna happen, but through shit you couldn't fathom. No, I'm only going up. I'm getting mine. So fuck what's at to build different. Still in the score. You ain't put shit on the board. Ain't been before, but it's only right that I keep on winning. And I snatch your plate. They lack, they fake. Catch him like a platoon with his brain. See the angels calling his name. He was thinking that life was a game, but the demons they with me the gang. Disrespected.
Hi, I'm Chantel Nicole, host of Live from Next Sound Studio. See America's top indie music artists perform live and hear the story behind their lyrics. Tune in Thursdays at 9 p.m. EST on the YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio NYC, and I'll see you there.
It might have been baked, steamed, grilled, or fried. All I know is something done crawled up in me and died. I ate the wrong kind of fish. Yeah, I ate the wrong kind of fish. Could have had me some salmon, catfish, New England cod. I ate the wrong kind of fish. She said, I left a little something in the oven. Go down there and see. When I went down there, I swear it was staring back at me. I ate the wrong kind of fish. Woo. Yeah, I ate the wrong kind of fish. Could have had me some salmon, catfish, New England cod. I ate the wrong kind of fish. Play on, play on, play on, play on. Y'all feeling this? Yeah. I got one more verse for you. Please, please, somebody help me get off of my knees. I ain't the wrong kind of fish. Yeah, I ate the wrong kind of fish. Could have had me some salmon, catfish, New England cod, but I ate the wrong kind of fish. Listen to how the story ends. I went to the doctor and he said, you're seeing that gal named Angie. I said, Doc, how did you know? He said, seeing you today makes number 3. Y'all ain't the wrong kind of fish. Oh. Yeah, y'all ain't the wrong kind of fish. Could have had you some salmon, catfish, New England cod. Y'all ate the wrong kind of fish. Could have had you some salmon, catfish, New England cod. Yeah, y'all ate the wrong kind of fish.
Tune in to Live from Next Sound Studio Thursday, April 13th at 9 p.m. featuring the talent of Tricky Hayes, performing his singles, Desire.
She moving that body, I need it. Hey, the way she
These
Let Me
goofy
In.
dudes out here rapping for a change. They taking dick and mumbling and other things. Like two in the story time.
And Rough
Not this
Water.
scripted rhymes, so this telling mine. I'm just sipping wine.
Find out more about him and the story behind his lyrics with me, Will Be Walker, in my director's cut.
Now get your ass up, party like this the last one.
Hosted by Chantel Nicole. See you Thursday at 9 p.m. YouTube channel, Next Sound Studio, NYC.
Run through like love for my new shit. Everybody know I like new kicks. Stacking up my paper like I move bricks. And I've been on the block, not a new kid. Shut the fuck, don't wanna hear your 2 cents. Bugaboo, why you gotta be a nuisance? 2020, 21 was a true bitch. Treated us like new phone. Who this? Yup, but never mind that. We're gonna make it through the rough times that got us thinking that we never bounce back. Wouldn't be who we are without that. So yeah, if you in here, make a friend here. Live it up with the ones that should have been here. Let's celebrate them with your glass up. Now get your ass up, party like this the last one. If you wanna ride.